Hello, everyone. Welcome. My name is Melinda Hart. You are watching Stamping with Hart. I am an independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up, and I am here to make a few Christmas cards with you. Hopefully, you guys can see these here. Let me set this aside. So we have this one, and this one we're going to be making today. Um, and yeah, and we're going to get into it. So, first things first. So, it is Tuesday, November 14th, 2023. I am, if you have been wondering where I have been, this is where I have been. Our whole family was down and out last week, but we're coming back from it. I just want to ask for your patience with my voice. I have hot tea here, I have my cough drops. So hopefully, we will get through this smoothly. I have been saving my voice specifically for today's live. So, welcome. And if you are joining me live, I would love to hear from you. Just be sure to say hello in the comments. Let me know where you are watching from. I am in Pennsylvania and it is gorgeous here. It's cold, but the sun is shining. It's absolutely beautiful. So, I have some fun stuff to share with you today. The first thing is that Stampin' Up! Has launched their seasonal sale. That started today. It is going to run from today, November 14th, November 15th, and November 16th, 3 days, which is absolutely incredible. So, I did create just a couple of banners for you to kind of go over this. So, we're going to talk about this. So I am currently live on my business Facebook page, Stamping with Hart, and Hart is spelled Hart, of course, because of my last name. And I will post this replay. I will post the full replay to YouTube as soon as this is over, until I can figure out how I'm going to handle doing YouTube lives in the new year. So, our seasonal sale, you can save up to 20% off annual catalog items. I have my annual catalog here. I might reach for it in a second. Over the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th. Okay. So, this is a great way to save on cardstock, ink pads, designer series papers from the annual catalog, ribbons. You should check it out. The Stampin' Blends, which is like one of my personal biggest things because I go through them so much. So just depending on what it is that you need, if you need a good restock, getting ready for the new year, if you are gift giving to one of your crafting family members, coworkers, friends, neighbors, groups, right? This is such a great time to shop for Christmas. But I am going to sweeten the pot a little bit, as they say. I am actually doing an ordering special, which I don't always do these, but I am doing it for this because the seasonal sale is awesome. But we're going to make it even more awesome and we're going to make it fun with this ordering special. So, let me tell you just a little bit about how the ordering special is going to work. If you place an online order with me during the seasonal sale days, so November 14th, 15th, and 16th, you're actually going to get 3 Christmas card kits. I'm calling them mystery card kits. I'm going to make 3 cards with you today, and we're going to talk a little bit about it. But basically, the layout will be very similar to what you're seeing here, but the cardstock color may be different. The designer series paper may be different. The die cuts may be different. It's going to be a mystery. So you're going to get 3 Christmas card kits from me if you spend $50 before tax during the seasonal sale days. And I'll be tracking this separate from how I do my usual host code gift. If you've already placed an order with me during November, you're still going to get my regular host code gift. This is a special ordering special. So this is just for these 3 days. or we're going to do something just a little bit more special, a little bit different. And you're going to get the 3 Christmas card kits if you spend $50 during the seasonal sale days before tax or more. If you spend $75 or more during the seasonal sale days, I'm going to add a mystery adhesive to your little kit that you'll be getting in the mail from me. So if you have any questions about that, don't hesitate to let me know. I'd be happy to answer any of your questions. You can email me here at stampingwithhart@gmail.com, again spelled Hart for Hart. But we're going to do 2 simple fun folds, and we're going to do 1 classic card, but they may be entirely different from what you see here. They may be similar to what you see here. We're just going to have some fun with this. So I'll make sure in terms of the instructions, we have one of our classic A2 cards, and then we'll do the same fun fold, but it's the papers and the themes and things that will be changing. I'm going to do these card kits so that you can use whatever Christmas stamp set that you have at home. So just as an example, you can see here, I have a circle, a rectangle, and a square, meaning you can fit just about anything into a circle, a rectangle, a square. So I'll make sure that regardless as to what your card kit looks like, you will be able to use your stamps with whatever punch or die cut or piece you happen to get from me in your mystery card kits, okay? So hopefully, I'm going to bring that up just one more time because I know that's a lot of information. And because this is new for me, I don't typically do this. And I'll tell you why I'm doing this. But I don't typically do something like this. But you're still going to use my November host code for this. It's just if you're shopping in these 3 days, the 14th, 15th, and the 16th, it's a little bit different. And if you did place an early, an order with me earlier in the month, or if you place an order with me later in November, we're all still using the same host code because I didn't want to get it all confusing with different codes. We're going to keep the host code the same. I'm just going to track the days differently. So if you placed an order, while it's typically 1 host code gift a month, I'm changing that because of this ordering special. So don't worry. And if you have any questions, reach out to me. But I wasn't sure. I've been sick. I've been a little behind the 8 ball in terms of this sale and getting ready for it and everything. So part of the reason for the mystery is because I will be working on these real time as the orders are coming in. So I want to be able to use product that I have right here in my house, Christmas things that I can cut up and just make fun and ship off to you. And then, of course, if I need to order more, I will. But this is just one of those things where we're going to make it fun and we're going to do what we can. But I have lots of cardstock here, so I should be able to make that happen. So I'm going to go through what these card kits look like. But again, your kit may be different just depending, because it's a mystery. So it might be these patterns. It might be something similar. You'll find out when you get your mystery card kits, okay? So make sure you're using the November host code. I have it listed right down here whenever you are checking out with your cart during these 3 days. Just make sure you use that host code. If you have any questions, if you need me to send you a link or something like that, I can do that. Just reach out to me. I'll get it to you. But I do include the November host code link on my business Facebook page. It's on my blog. And then I also include the links with my emails when I send the emails to you as well. Okay. But if you would prefer to manually plug in the host code, it's listed right there. Okay. So let me go ahead. I'm seeing a couple of comments here. Hi, Joan. How are you? Hi, Charlene. Are you seeing and hearing me okay? Charlene is shouting out from Idaho. Okay, so here are the 3 cards that we are going to be making today, this afternoon. So here is one. This is our back fold card right here. And then here is our other fun fold here. So just a very simple fun fold. I've done this so many times because I just love how simple this layout is. And then here is a classic A2 card that we're going to be working with as well. So we'll actually start with our easy one here. And I already have everything cut. So if you're going to do the ordering special with me, let me just show you basically what that's going to look like. So when you get a card kit from me, all of the pieces will already be cut. You do the stamping, the gluing, and the assembly, okay? But I, will do the cutting for you, all right? So you will get your card base, you'll get your pieces, and then you'll also get an envelope, okay? So this is a basic white medium envelope. And then here are the pieces for the other kits. So like I said, it's mystery Christmas card kits. So these pieces might be different. The cardstock colors might be different, but you'll receive all of the pieces that you need. And I'll make sure for the instructions that you receive for your card kits that the layouts are similar, but it's the colors, the die cuts, and the papers that may change, okay? So any questions, you guys can let me know, but we're going to work through these kits just exactly as if you got these at home. Okay, and just to, again, it's just to repeat myself, so just so that we are clear on this, with the ordering special, it's if you spend 50 or more during the seasonal sale days, which is November 14th, 15th, and 16th, 2023. Okay, so this particular card base is actually Old Olive for those of you who are going to be making these at home or you just like to have the ideas. Okay, and then I'm doing a 4x5 and a quarter piece card insert here for the inside of our card. We're going to do very, very simple cuts and lines. And this particular piece of paper, and the other side is like a damask pattern, but this piece of paper is actually from the Traditions of Saint Nick designer series paper, which I absolutely love that pack of paper. So I am going to be using that piece for this particular card. I love the candy canes, the gingerbread, the drinks, the candy. I just think that it's all so sweet. And what we're going to do is we'll do our assembly part first. So I'm just going to use my multi-purpose glue for this. Okay. Move that a little bit closer to the edge there. We're just going to put this down first. I love the combination of Old Olive and Real Red. I just think that it's so beautiful. There are pops of Mossy Meadow here. There are some pops of, I believe that's Copper Clay. This piece of cardstock here is Real Red. And we're just going to run this right down the center of our card. Okay. And then I have a piece of gold foil that was punched with our 2 3/8 inch circle punch. This was punched, this is our basic white, and this was punched with the 2-inch circle punch. So before we put these two down, I am actually going to do a little bit of stamping. So for the greetings that you guys are seeing on the cards today, I am using the Christmas Classics photopolymer stamp set. I love this set. We're going to be using this as well. And then I'm also going to be using a little bit from the St. Nicholas stamp set. Okay, probably more the paper than the stamps, but this one trio that I'm going to be using for this is from the St. Nicholas stamp set. Okay, so for this one, we're going to do Deck the Halls. And then for the inside of our card, we're just going to stamp that little pattern right across the bottom. Okay, and then I'm just going to clean off my stamps really quickly. Hope everybody is doing well on this Tuesday. What is everybody up to? Do you know how many Christmas cards you're sending out this year? Let me know in the comments. I would love to hear. Okay, I only have 2 ink pads with me today. We're going to keep it simple. We have Shaded Spruce and Real Red. Ink pads are one of the things that are on sale during the seasonal sale, which is so wonderful because we cannot always get those on sale. And for those of you who are demonstrators or who are interested in the demonstrator discount, the demonstrator discount applies in addition to the seasonal sale discount. So that's always good to know too. Okay, so I have 4 of these in real red just straight across the bottom. And then for this, we're going to do Deck the Halls. And you can see with the 2-inch circle that fits really well. All right, and then I'm just going to put a little bit of adhesive in the back here. I want to leave myself a little bit of a border so that the glue doesn't sneak out of the edges. If I don't drop it, that is. Okay, and we're just going to press that down. Hang on, and I'll get this glue off of my finger, or my thumb, I should say. Okay. And then I happen to grab my mini dimensionals instead of my regular dimensionals, and you guys can't see it, but my office is like literally under construction right now, so we're just going to stick with the minis. But just forgive my little blooper there. They work just as well as the big guys, our regular Stampin' Dimensionals. And then we're just going to set this right in the center. So this is like the definition of a simple, quick card that you can make. And then let's go ahead and we'll pop our insert on the inside there. And I'm just going to move these little pieces off to the side. Now we're just going to glue this piece on the inside. And this card will be all set. Simple and cute. So one of the mystery card kits will be similar in terms of the format and the layout. Okay. But the colors and the papers may be different. All right. There we go. Okay. That is card 1. So let's go ahead and we'll get a little bit fancier now with card 2. Isn't that pretty? And again, the fun fold layout is what is going to be, you know, the not mysterious part. The mystery part will be the papers and the colors of the cardstock and everything that you get, okay? So with this one, let me go ahead and get the pieces. So just in case you guys are wondering, I am using the Joy of Christmas Designer Series paper for this particular card. The other one was the Traditions of St. Nick. Okay, and just gonna set my envelope aside. We don't need that right now. Okay, and then this is a shaded spruce card base for those of you who are going to be making similar cards at home. And I will check comments in just a minute, but I'm going to lay this inside panel piece down first. This is our decorative panel. Just wanted to straighten that out a little bit. Okay, got that part. Okay, and then we're also going to put this piece down right here. We can set that down. You can see whichever side you choose. You cannot go wrong. The papers in the holiday, well, you know what, the annual catalog too have just been knock it out of the park fantastic this year. Okay. So we have that piece. And then this is going to be our fun fold element. So I'm just going to glue these 2 pieces together. Okay. I will send a PDF of instructions to go along with your mystery card kits. Like I said, it'll basically be these layouts. Okay, but you'll have all of your instructions and measurements for your kits. Okay, so definitely a little bit different than like my traditional classes, but you'll still have the information that you need. So for this part of the fun fold, we want to be careful where we put our adhesive. We want to make sure that our adhesive only goes onto this side because this is going to become our fun fold element. So I would say keep it over here. Okay, don't go too far out. And then we'll just line that up. Okay. I'm just going to give that glue a second to set. Okay. There we go. That looks great. Okay, so we have that part of it. Now for our stamping part, we'll do those before we finish up our card. This die cut, by the way, as well as this one that coordinates, is also from Christmas Classics. So that stamp set that we are using today, there is a bundle version, and the bundle with the dies includes these pieces. Now, when you get the mystery card kits from me, whatever die cuts are in that mystery card kit, those will be pre-cut for you. But again, you do the stamping, the gluing, and the assembly. Okay, but we're going to go ahead and do just a little bit of stamping. So for this one, we're going to do Season's Greetings. And I'm so sorry that my block is a little bit dirty here. I chose Real Red for all of my greetings today, and I'm just going to stick with that. Okay. And then we're going to have a little bit of fun with our branch, our spruted, or no, my goodness, shaded spruce ink. And we're going to make some branches here for this piece. Okay, so the way that I decided to do the branch was to go at a slight angle coming in, full color, and then stamped off one time to get that two-tone color there. So same ink pad, you could certainly layer your greens. Stampin' Up! Has so many incredible greens. But for this one, we're just going to keep it simple. And we're just going to use the same exact everything, just stamped full color once and then stamped off once. Okay. And every time I close that, I know I have green on there somewhere, so hopefully we won't get that anywhere else. Okay, so we're just going to glue these two pieces together, and then I'll show you how I put this fun fold piece together. And the reason why I'm talking low, and the reason why I'm talking sort of, well, I want to do Bob Ross as much justice as possible because he was such an incredible talent. I used to watch him as a kid. But the reason why I'm trying to speak in lower tones like that is because I'm trying not to irritate my throat. Okay, so here we go. And then I'm going to pop this piece up on dimensionals and we'll put that on the front. So let's do that. If I can find where I put here there. There we go. Such a beautiful die cut. Okay. We're just going to put this right on. All right, so these two pieces here were Joy of Christmas. And then this piece right here, this is from the coordinating specialty paper that went with the Joy of Christmas. Okay. There we go. All right, so for the inside of our card, basically, you can eyeball it and try to glue it down if you want to. But the way that I have found this to be the simplest when applying this is to get my glue on there. And then I line this up with this part. So just leave yourself a little bit of a border so you can hold it with your finger. Okay, but we just make sure that it's hidden behind this panel, and then we just close our card. Okay, so I just want to make sure it's not sticking out. And then when it looks straight, like if we lift that up, it's a little bit crooked. So hang on one second. And then when you open, you can see that it's hidden by that panel. So that's the way that I like to add that panel there. Okay, so there's that card. That's card number 2. Isn't that pretty? Okay, so such a great fun fold. Whatever papers, cardstocks, whatever die cuts you have, you can make this card really, really sing. Okay, so this will be one of the layouts, okay, for the cards. And then our last card is going to be our back fold. Now, I just discovered this fold this year. I think it was Joanne Hewins and Patty Bennett were the ones that I saw this fold from. And I just absolutely fell in love with it. I've done it for several different classes, and I just think it's so absolutely perfect for Christmas. So whatever the papers, whatever the theme, doesn't matter. With the back fold, it's going to be so much fun for your card recipients to open. And this is going to be one of the folds for your mystery Christmas card kits, okay? So this is our real red cardstock, still sticking with that paper, okay? The Joy of Christmas. And this is from Christmas Classics, this particular die cut, okay? So the way that this fold works is this is actually 5.5 by 7.5 for those of you who are going to be making it at home. And you're going to score it at 3.25 right here, and then 6.5, okay? So that when you go to fold this and close it, you fold the first panel forward and you fold the second panel backwards, just like that. Isn't that cool? So, so simple. So easy to do, so simple. And we're just gonna decorate this up and make it pretty. Okay, so I'm gonna put this paper down first. I'm gonna go ahead and check those comments. See if I have anybody else with me. Hi, Chris, how are you? She says, beautiful cards, good technique to line up the insert. Oh, yes, thank you. I learned that a couple of years ago from somebody. I have to remember who they are. We all learn from each other, right? But I did try it different ways myself, and I have just found that that is the easiest way. It's just the simplest for me. And then every time you know that you have your lineup right. Okay, so we're just going to add this. So again, this is our Joy of Christmas paper, and then this is that coordinating specialty paper with the gold foiling. Okay. So there we go. And then for the stamping on this, we're going to do very similar things. So you could switch it up just depending on what you're using. I absolutely love this branch, but you could do the holly leaves with the berries if you would want. You could do these beautiful little patterns either straight across or in the corners. That would be really pretty, but I'm going to stick with our 2 branches in exactly the same way that we did it before, just in a different direction. And then this time we'll stamp Peace on Earth. Okay. All right, and so we'll start with our real red again. You can even have the branches coming down on your front piece if you would want to. Okay, so I will not be including embellishments in the kits. It's going to be the cardstock, the papers, and the die cuts. Okay, you'll have your adhesive, whatever embellishments you want to use. You'll use your own embellishments. You'll use your own stamp sets. But I will give you some ideas in the end here if you want to embellish them I just want you to see that on their own, they are absolutely beautiful. And then we're going to go ahead and stamp our branch. Sorry for that. Making all kinds of noise this morning, or I should say this afternoon. All right, so there we go. This is just the absolutely most beautiful stamp to me. And I love, for those of you who follow me, or if you've been following me for a while, you know that I love trees. And I just think that this stamp is so gorgeous. I love the wreaths and the sprigs and the berries and the leaves and all of that. Poinsettias and oh my gosh, just so beautiful. So we're going to put this right inside our card right here. I'm going to move this little messy piece out of the way. I know that it is protecting sort of the shine on the table, but let's go ahead and see if we can get that on here. Okay. So I'm going to put this piece down first. And that just really stands out against the red. But I mean, whatever cardstock, whatever you're using, it'll look beautiful. I really wanted to do like a woodland version of this for the live. I just didn't have time, but it may be in one of the mystery card kits. So we'll see. Now for this, you could still use your multi-purpose glue, but just because this is a fun fold element, I'm going to go to my Stampin' Seal Plus, which is a nice strong adhesive. Now the multi-purpose is actually strong too, but it's just a little bit cleaner. So just on the one side. So in terms of our specialty element, okay, so just like on the other card where we had that fun fold aspect, that's the same here. So just make sure when you're putting your adhesive on the outside piece that it doesn't come all the way over. So you want to keep your adhesive only to this area. So we're just gonna add just a little bit so that you can see, hopefully you can see, is that shining? Hopefully you can see that. Did I put it on the wrong side? I put it on the wrong side. Okay, so teaching moment, learn from me. We want this to go onto the back fold. Okay, so how can I do this? I don't think I brought an extra. Hang on, let me see. Should I cut a new piece? See, with this one, it's a little too fancy, and this would bend. So we definitely want the sturdier piece. So if you can hang with me for 1 second, let me just grab the pieces and I will recut this. Hang on 1 second. Even better, I had backups. So wonderful. Okay, so we're going to do this one more time. Make sure you put the adhesive on the correct side. So I can't say that I'm glad I made the mistake, but at least I can correct my mistake while I'm live with you. And so when you're putting your kit together, and I'll make sure I put it in the instructions as well. And your PDF instructions will be emailed to you when your card kits are sent. So I'm just gonna flip this over and make sure it's going on the right side. And then here, just gonna close the card, gonna line it up, trying to go centerish. And I'm just lining it up with this gold line right over here. And so when you go to open your fun fold, there you are. Okay, so one simple fun fold, one back fold, and then one traditional opening A2 card. All right, those will be the 3 mystery cards for the mystery card kits. Let me just bring these back in, and then I'm going to go over an embellishment. Now, The reason I didn't add these, or that I'm going to mention them in the end, is because while I know they were supposed to come back into stock, I don't know if they did or if they are. I didn't get a chance to check the report before I went live, so I'm really sorry about that. It was anticipated that these were going to come back into stock the week of November 13th, which of course is this week. These were the loose holly gems and sequins. I absolutely fell in love with these. This was part of the Joy of Christmas suite. And for this particular demonstration, I did use a lot of the Joy of Christmas elements or the Christmas Classics elements. So I would recommend these if they are available. But if not, you could go to your sequins, your gems, the classic rhinestones, classic pearls. Any of those would be great. But I did want to just mention these if you would want to add them or if you happen to have them or if you're planning on ordering today. But the thing that I did want to say, while it's the Christmas kits that you're going to be getting from me as part of the ordering special, the things that are on sale during the seasonal sale are from the annual catalog. Okay. So just one of those things that I want to mention. So if you have any questions, please let me know. I'm going to go ahead and take some questions. If there are any, I'll check comments one more time. So let me flip it back to the table here. Hopefully you guys can see those cards. Oh, here's Roberta. Hi, Roberta. Let's see. Stampin' Up! Has a scrubber and mist that works great to clean up stamps. Oh my gosh, yes. Okay, so let me see if I can go back to two view. Okay, so gorgeous papers. I agree, Chris. I think they are so beautiful. Love the cards. How do you clean your stamps? Oh, that is what Carlene is saying. Carlene, did I say Charlene before? I'm so sorry. And let's see. So Roberta is suggesting the scrubber. For like lives and things, I use what we call the Simply Chamois, and I'll show that to you. Okay. So mine's really dirty, so don't go by me. It's a lot prettier when you see it in the catalog. It's purple. But this is just a thing that you dampen. I just keep it inside like a stamp case. And I just use that to like quick clean my stamps. But you can also use what Roberta is referring to. Roberta is a fellow demonstrator and a friend, and she always has fabulous recommendations as well. I know a lot of people really do love the scrubber and the mist. I personally use the Simply Chamois, but now that she's mentioning it, I should probably do some shopping myself. And it says, it looks like the embellishment is still on back order until November 20th. Thank you so much for checking that, Roberta. I really appreciate it. That's why I was afraid to use them in the live. One of the other reasons why I'm doing the ordering special for the seasonal sale is because while I had planned originally to do some classes, I wanted to do some Christmas classes. I had a whole schedule for classes that I was going to offer like I typically do. And just because of how crazy it's been with the inventory list and everything like that, I just haven't been able to do it. So this will be an alternative way for me to offer some Christmas cards to people so that you'll still get some fun Christmas card kits from me. And it'll just be with different, a variety of the Christmas themes and papers and things that we have for these kits. So that'll be fun. I've never done mystery card kits for people before. So while you do know that you're going to get these fun fold layouts and a basic layout, changing up the cardstock and the papers and the die cuts, that'll be fun. So thank you so much for checking that. I really appreciate it. She says, I have the chamois, but can I wash it? I like rinse mine out all the time because when it's not in the case, like if you don't leave it damp, then it gets hard and then you can just wet it again. So if you mean this one, you can wash it. In terms of the scrubber, I don't know as much about the scrubber. I would have to get that. Roberta, can the scrubber be washed? I don't know if she's still here. If she is, we'll see if she pops it in. If not, I can get an answer to the question. But with the Simply Chamois, you can rinse it out under the sink. I do that often because, we get the ink out of it because it collects over time. But yeah, so, okay, let me go ahead and I'll just review these things one more time. And we can go ahead and close out this live before 1 o'clock, before the alarm in my phone starts going off. So let me see if I can pop this back up. Okay, so the first thing is the seasonal sale. So seasonal sale up to 20% off select annual catalog items. So that's November 14th, 15th, and 16th, 2023. So today, which is Tuesday the 14th, Wednesday the 15th, Thursday the 16th, you can save up to 20% off of select annual catalog products. That's cardstock, that's designer series papers, ink pads, Stampin' Blends, ribbons, different things, just depending on what you're shopping for. There's a lot to choose from in the annual catalog. This is a great sale for gifts. This is a great sale for either restocking or building on collections. In terms of if you're looking for certain colors and things like that. I personally am behind on getting the new core colors that came out in 2023. I was all on top of the in colors, did a club and everything. But for core colors, I'm behind on that. And you might be too. So this could be a great thing for that. If you're thinking about gifting, this is a great time to stock up on gifts because we're still ahead of the curve in terms of shipping. Once we get into December, when we're shopping for others, we can start coming up on deadlines for shipping. But in November, middle of November, you're good to go. So you're actually getting your discount, you're saving, you're getting your orders in time, plenty of time to wrap it, pack it, make it look super cute, ship it off to whoever it's going to, or if you're lucky enough to actually celebrate in person with people, that's even more incredible. Okay, so that's the seasonal sale. Now here is the ordering special piece of this. So if you order from me during the seasonal sale, the 14th, the 15th, and the 16th only, I'm doing this special where you can get 3 mystery Christmas card kits from me. 1 simple fun fold, 1 back fold, and 1 A2 size card. And the card stocks and the papers may vary. It might not look exactly like this. It might be similar to this. It's going to be a mystery when you get it. So if you spend $50 or more before tax over these 3 days during the seasonal sale with me, then you will get 3 of these mystery Christmas card kits. If you spend $75 during these 3 days, I'm going to add a mystery adhesive gift to it. So that's just part of the fun of shopping the seasonal sale. And if you have any questions, you can let me know. I am asking that everybody use the same host code. I didn't want to do a different host code and make it confusing. So please just use the November host code. If you've already shopped with me in November, you will still get the host code gift. This is a special just for the seasonal sale. So I'm only doing this for 3 days, and only orders that come in for 50 or more or 75 or more will get the seasonal sale ordering special gifts from me. Okay, so if you have any questions, you can let me know. This host code will be good all for November, but it's when you're shopping on these dates that you would get the mystery card kits, and or the, with the adhesive would be added if it goes up to 75. So I've sent several emails out about it, but if you have any questions, you can let me know. Okay, so that is that. And then let's see. Yes, you can wash the scrubber with dish soap and water, Roberta said, which makes totally perfect sense. So hopefully that helps. Okay, here we go. All right, I think I got everything. I think we have all of that all set. So I want to thank you for spending time with me today on this Tuesday. Enjoy the seasonal sale. Happy shopping, browsing, however you're planning on doing this. If you are somewhere in the curve of making your Christmas cards, I would love to hear from you. How many Christmas cards are you making this year? Are you done? Another really great question for Christmas cards is, when do you mail your Christmas cards? Do you mail them Thanksgiving weekend? Do you mail them the 1st of December? Do you mail them on the 15th of December? Let me know. I would love to hear. Just in terms of one of those things when we're getting ready for Christmas. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to end this live and I'm going to upload this to YouTube. And then if you guys have any questions, you can let me know. I'll get everything updated on the blog just as soon as I can. I will list on the blog the products that I used here today for anybody who wants to recreate these cards exactly. But in terms of participating in the ordering special, it is a mystery in terms of what you will be getting. All right. I hope you have a great day and I will see you again soon. Bye-bye.